Hello, today I'm going to teach you how to remote desktop from a MacBook Pro to a Windows 10 desktop tower. So currently I'm doing this in a university setting where my Windows computer is connected to a dorm Ethernet port and my Mac is connected to any campus Wi-Fi. So I could access my computer anywhere from campus as long as I have an internet connection. Doing this from a school computer might seem more confusing than it needs to be, but it's pretty straightforward and it only needs one software. The software you're going to use is Microsoft Remote Desktop. We'll search and you'll see me download it here in a moment. But I just want to say at the beginning that my school uses like a Cisco AnyConnect VPN access, and they also have Duo, which is like a mobile authentication system whenever I'm logging into any of my school accounts. Well, for this tutorial, you don't need any of that. You don't need a VPN, you don't need your school's VPN, and you don't need to use Duo. You really only need one software and the correct information accessed on the computer you're trying to remote desktop in to get into. So with that said, this is pretty straightforward, and I'll go ahead and walk you through the process step by step. So first, we need to go to the Apple Store, and we need to get Microsoft Remote Desktop. Okay, so if you search Microsoft Remote Desktop, this is the one we want. It's the orange logo, reddish orange logo with two arrows. Okay, once we get that installed, we'll come up here and search for the name of that software now. Okay, so now we search for the software. Remind me later. Okay, so now that the software's open, we're going to add a PC. Okay, and so now with the software open and running, we want to figure out what the PC name is. So for this, let's switch over to my Windows computer. From my Windows computer, okay, where we're going to want to go is to the command prompt. And we want to type ipconfig /all. Okay, and I've blurred out some of this information here, but the address you're looking for is the IPv4. So under IPv4, this is the number you will type in exactly as it says. If it says parentheses preferred, you don't have to type that, but any numbers and periods without spaces. So let's go back to my MacBook and type in that number. And we hit add. You don't need to mess with the gateway or any of the other settings. And user account, ask when required. So we'll add that now, and now we want to connect. And to do that, we just double click, and it prompts us for a username and password. And now I will go in and tell you where you access that information to figure out what to type into these boxes. So from Windows, it can be kind of a little confusing what exactly they want from you at this point. Do they want your Microsoft account connected to your computer? Do they want your computer name? No. What they want is your user info. So what we want to say is net users in command prompt, and under administrator, whatever that name is, that's the one you're going to want to use. So importantly, on my Windows computer, it's my personal tower, so I'm not having to go through like an administrator through school. That might cause some additional difficulties. But so this name, including spaces, is exactly what you want to type in. So let's go back to that screen and type in that name. In reality, the capitalizations don't matter, but the spaces do. Okay, and so for password. To figure out exactly what the password is, for me, it was a little confusing because I don't use a password when logging into my desktop computer. So to figure out what my password was, I went to settings. And from settings, we're going to go to accounts. And we want to go to sign in options. And right here, I have require sign in, never. So I forgot I even had set a password for my computer because I never use it. But a way to figure out what your password is, you don't have to change it. You click on password and you click change. And it prompts you with this kind of useful current password. So you can type in stuff and figure out exactly what your password is. So you'll know it works and that you found your correct Windows password when it brings you to the change your password window with new confirm and password hint. So we don't need to do that, but now we figured out what the password is. Okay, so now going back to the Mac, we can type in the current password. And now it's going to prompt us with continue. This certificate is just verifying that we're the ones who want access and that we know where we're going. We do in this case, so continue. And now on my Windows computer, the screen has flickered and the share screen has stopped. But so we can, this is actually my Mac over here, but if I 3 mouse swipe over, I'm actually on my Windows computer here. So hopefully this is coming through on the recording. but now I have access to all the software I need to access on my computer. So now I'm officially using my Windows Tower from my Mac laptop. All right, well, if you have any questions, be sure to leave them in the chat and I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you.